Aren't you afraid of the great white shark?
So, I just saw 47 meters down, and it was fucking badass, I have to say. It's a film by Johannes Roberts, starring Mandy Moore and Claire Holt in the lead. And it is about two girls going scuba diving in a little cage to watch some sharks in the water, which they do, but all of a sudden the string up there breaks, and they are stuck in the bottom of the ocean, 47 meters, and they have to survive and wait till help comes and gets them out of here. The great thing about this movie, which makes it much more unique than your average shark film, is that 80% of it is really shot underwater. Like, you don't see hardly any outside shots or interior shots. It's mostly all underwater. Another thing that is really cool about this film is that it works with realistic things that happen underwater, like with the problem of pressure, of not being able to survive the pressure under such great depths. It also works with things like air missing. It also works with something called the rapture of the deep, which is the fact is that if you, I don't know how it happens exactly, I missed it a little, but that you start having hallucinations when you're underwater and not getting enough air. And it plays with all these key factors so well that it uses them as plot devices to keep the suspense of the film running. And that is something that is really amazing, because the fact that it all really takes place underwater. They're still mostly either in the cage or somewhere around the cage, and using these factors as plot devices keeps the suspense of the movie running throughout. This is one of those films where you're actually in a small space and there's not a lot going on around you, but the suspense keeps it going, like, throughout the whole entire thing. You're on the edge of the seat. The person beside me was literally freaking out because they couldn't handle what was going on in the film. It was that insane and that suspenseful. So, if you're looking for a new type of shark film that doesn't really compare to your classic Into the Deep, the Hallows type of films, this is pretty much for you. And maybe, I don't know too much about underwater life and just how realistic things are. I'd have to do my math and do my research to see if everything that happened in the film really made sense. But as plot devices, as film devices, this all worked very well, and it honestly made the film happen and be what it is. And the acting is okay. I wouldn't say it was like a revolutionary thing. You know, Mandy Moore's acting, it's sometimes all right, sometimes it's a little stale. But the thing is, the dialogue is a little uncreative, because most of the time they're saying, "Breathe, do what I told you to do before. Oh my God, I'm so scared. Oh, help is on its way." You know, those typical cliche lines people say to calm the other people, to calm somebody down who is stuck underwater. Yeah, you get a lot of those. That is pretty much most of the dialogue that you get in this film. But what the fuck are they supposed to do? I mean, you're not really going to be, when you're underwater, you're not really going to be sitting there going, "Yes, I'm missing my afternoon tea at the moment. What? I hope Joffrey has bought those cookies so we can have the cookies when we're back home." No, nobody talks like that when they're underwater. So it's pretty I'm a little hair splitting and being a little shitty, complaining about the dialogue not being creative enough. So I'm just putting it out there. The dialogue is nothing exceptional, but what else would you expect in a movie like this? Oh, the ending. The ending is something so screwed up, and if you pay very close attention to the things going on in the film, you might actually have a clue of what will happen in the end when the twist sets in. You suspect it. You suspect it all the time, but telling you more about this will push the spoiler bar even higher than it already has, so I'm going to shut up. But really, 47 Meters Down is a unique, fresh, new entry in the shark attacks genre.
47 meters down.